I gotta give it a break for a minute, man. Fucking hell.
Do what?
I gotta have a
You gotta do
break.
what?
I gotta have a break from
All
it.
right. All right, let me ask you something then. Wait, take a break.
Uh,
It occurred to me today, I've never rented a place, right?
a house.
Because somebody was talking about they bought a property and they were going to rent it out, and they were
Yeah.
talking about the contract. Now, I kind of got in an argument, not because I knowed better, but because I just didn't like what I heard, kind of argument.
Mm-hmm.
But they said, they're like, yeah, I'll inspect the house every 30 days. And I said, well, that's good. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, what do you mean you inspect it? Do you have that happen to you? You rent, right?
Right. Because,
The-
you know, in England, you cannot, if you're renting a house, you cannot by law enter the property without the tenants knowing or without the tenants being there. The council, the actual council who Stevie lives with, like they will come round like for the first. I think they come round for the first 12 months, every 3 months, to check that you're doing what you should be, living there, not growing weed and shit in there.
yeah, that you're actually living in the house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but if it's a private rental, you like they can come and check it every 30 days, but the tenant would have to agree to it. You wouldn't just have someone turning up every 30 days because you'd be like, mate, are you taking a piss? You come round once a month. I'll knock you out,
Well, that's
mate.
what I said.
You get fucking
That's
500,
it.
you get pissed off. It'd be harassment. You'd be like, you're taking a piss, dude.
Yeah, that's what I asked. I didn't know, but
If you don't trust the tenants, take a fucking deposit off them. Like, I had to pay a deposit to live where I am, right? I pay £440. Well, they pay for me £440 a month, right? Which is more than most people's mortgages a month, right?
yeah.
And I have a room and a shared kitchen. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's because I live in Birmingham, mate, and fucking rent's just retardedly heavy, and it's a fucking shithole.
Well, that's what I said. I go, well, who the fuck's gonna rent off of you doing that shit?
That you'd make you hate them. It'd come down to harassment. You'd be like, dude, you're a fucking idiot. It was the same as it was last month for you taking the piss.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Like
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
my landlord probably comes around once a year, sticks his head on the door and that. But I know when he's coming and that. So do you know what I mean? I make an effort and make sure everything's gleaming, everything's polished and
Well, I mean,
smelling nice and shit. You know.
yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, that's good. I mean, that's good and all, but
You know, every,
I mean, as
ev
long as you ain't fucking tearing it down or growing weed in it or something, like you said, I mean, who the hell?
yeah,
As long as you pay the rent, who the fuck gives a shit, you know?
that's why the council come every 3 months because then they understand how crops work and stuff.
I mean, good lord, yeah. I mean, especially when you talk about a council house, it's like, damn, that costs more money to pay people to go around and do that, you
You
know?
know what I mean? Yeah.
I said maybe if you're in the military, because he was talking about somebody in the military, and he's like, oh, they weren't in the military. I was like, well, I just don't think that's, I just never heard that, so
Nah,
I
that's
didn't know.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You wouldn't. I mean, who out of their right mind wants to go around and check a property that they checked 30 days ago? Surely in 30 days you ain't going to have done much. Unless
Well, I
you
mean,
do.
if you're that worried about them, why rent it to them in the first fucking place? You
Exactly,
know?
yeah, exactly. It would come down to harassment, that would, every 30 days. You'd be like, dude. And if you came in without your knowledge, mate, you'd be fucked in England. Fucked. It's like it takes like 3 months to get you out of a property anyway, in England.
Yeah. Like I say, I think the best thing to do is if you think you need to check on them every 30 days and inspect the house, then I
Yeah,
wouldn't rent the house to them.
exactly.
I mean, good God. Because, like you say, who'd want to waste their fucking time doing that?
Yeah. It'd fucking irritate the shit out of you.
Because, I mean, hell, bottom line is, no matter what, you're going to have to go in there and clean it and repaint and everything when somebody moves out anyway, you know?
Yep, yep.
So why waste your time? No matter what, you're going to repaint it, or I would assume you would. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of got in an argument. I was like, well, I mean, if somebody will rent off of you and they want to do that, I guess more power to them. But I was just like, hell, fire, there ain't no point in renting the place.
Mm.
I was like, hell, somebody's going to be in your house every 30 days. You might as well just go live on the fucking street, you know?
Yeah.
Since there's going to be somebody nosing in your shit all the time. But it's like that bullshit, you know, they say, well, I don't care if the people's listening in on my Google or on my this or that. Well, that ain't the fucking point. If you ain't doing nothing wrong, you know, they go, I ain't doing nothing wrong. Well, it don't matter. You're missing the point of it.
Mm. I still don't
Number
like.
one, what sick fuck wants to do that? And number two, what motherfucker wants to put up with that, you know?
Yeah.
God damn, that car is getting all kinds of loose. I don't know. I just thought it was a little much. But maybe that's me.
No, it's not you. It's just way too much. It'd just be like, dude, you're a dick more than anything doing that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's a dick
That's
move.
exactly.
Proper. It's just like you say, I don't trust you. Well, if you don't trust it, like, so you're telling me your trust only lasts for 30 days?
Yeah, I trust you 30 days at a time.
You know, that's all I'm giving you. I'll be like, dude, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why that rubbed me the wrong way. Well, I guess because it should have.
Oh, do you know what? There's some woman on TikTok, right, that does these weird decorations outside of her house, but they look really cool. Like she'll do like a tree that's made out of love hearts or something, like the sweets love hearts, and then like a massive one. And then she'll do loads of different things, right? And she filmed this woman and this old dude coming over saying, "I can't believe you keep doing that. Like, why'd you keep doing it? Like, how dare you? Like the rest of us have to live here and that." And she's like, "Excuse me." And she's like, "You won't be doing it for much longer." And she's like, "Excuse me." Like, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna write to the parish council and we're gonna have it taken away." It's
You're
like,
in an art fucking town, man.
it's yeah, but the thing is, like, as if people can get to that, like, as if people are like that. Like, people are
Yeah, I
dicks,
know.
huh? Like, if my neighbour came round and said, "I don't like your garden," I'd say, "Well, fuck you, I don't like your face."
Yeah, I'd say go mow it then. Or, you know, I'd say, well, you can do whatever you want to. Put some mulch down, put me a nice little, I'd like to have a reflecting pond with some koi fish, you know?
Yeah. Oh, well, here's one for you, right? The other day, like, the kitchen, right? The kitchen has been been that dirty, like I couldn't stand it anymore, so I had to go and clean it, right? So I mopped all the floors and that, right? And
Yeah.
the cheeky cunt next door said to me, "Have you got that broom?" I've gone, yeah, it's in the kitchen. He's gone, "Well, do you want to sweep the hall as well? Because look at the state of it." I was like, "Are you taking a piss?" He was like, "What?" Well, I was like, "Well, maybe you should sweep the fucking hallway." He says, "Oh, you make all the mess anyway. It's all from you." What? I was just like, "Mate, you're a dick. Like, on a level, you're a dick. Like, I ain't cleaning
Yeah.
nothing else. You're a prick. We all live here, right? And the clean hasn't come for about a month yet. And so I cleaned up. And then he's telling me to clean more. Fuck you, dude."
Yeah, I can't believe grown people act like that. I wish I was still streaming. Because I honestly cannot believe. I mean, I'd be the exact opposite way around. I'd be trying to make sure I'd more than enough pulled my weight.
Well, it's just the fact we all used the kitchen, yeah, and it just got to a state where it was just minging. There was stuff all over the floor. It was just horrible. It was dirty and so I just mopped it. It took me about fucking 20 minutes because I mopped it about 4 times because the mop was all dirty and everything. I was just like, "This is minging, man. Can't live like this." Like, you know, and then it's just the fact that he was like, "Yeah, I'll clean the hallway as well." It's like, "You what? You fucking dick."
I mean, it wasn't dirty dishes and shit, right?
No, it was like the actual floor and the countertops and that. Like, and I was saying to the dude, I was like, you see this here? Like, I'm touching it. It's hard gravy. Like, someone's dropped gravy on the side. And I'm like, you see this brown stuff here? That's gravy. You can tell it is. And he's like, no, it's not. It's not gravy.
Yeah, but that should have been cleaned up the second it was dropped. That's
Yeah,
what makes me mad.
exactly. Yeah, but the thing is, like, he's going, that's not gravy. Well, what is it? He's going, it's coffee. It's not, because it's a thick lump of it, mate. Fucking coffee's not like
Yeah.
that. Oh, mate,
Well, I
it
don't give
just
a fuck. Why didn't
aggravates
somebody
me,
wipe
man.
it up?
I agree. Yeah,
You
that's the
know?
thing. And then but then he'll turn around and say, it's you. And I'm like, mate, I haven't had gravy for about 6 months. Do you know? Like, he asked me, he's gone, he's gone, have you got any flour? I was like, no. He was like, well, what happens? You used to have some flour. I said, I threw it away because there was loads of bits of your fish in it, mate. He was like, no, there wasn't. I was like, yes, there fucking was.
You know that. I don't understand that either.
Mate, I
If
used
you're
to.
gonna dip,
Yeah, go on.
well, I mean, use a plate.
Well, now what he
Don't
was.
put it in the bag of flour. God
What, yeah,
damn.
but that's what, like, he goes, like, do you know what I mean? I used that bag of flour to make fucking cakes with. Like, it's like.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter what you use it for. You shouldn't be putting it in the bag.
you shouldn't be
You
putting
shouldn't be
fish in
putting
it.
fish in the bag, man.
You know what I mean?
In the cross contamination, you know?
It's just fucking
What's he
wrong.
trying to do? Kill everybody?
Well, it's just not even his flour. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not even his cupboard. Like, how dare you even go in my cupboard, bruv? Like, what?
Okay, you're right about that. But either way, yours or not.
Oh, yeah, just be. You know what I mean? Just steal it sneakily without even. No one would know. But now leave a bit of fish in there. It's cool.
Yeah, why put you? Yeah, I mean that's worse than stealing. That means you're doing it out of spite, you know.
Mm.
And that right there is something. It's like, oh, you got a fucking problem. You don't need to go put fish in my shit. What does it mean you take care of this right fucking now? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Fuck all this fucking bullshit. Trying to kill a motherfucker with fish.
Mate, it's just annoying. Like, I got accused. It was that best one where I got accused of the potato. He was like, "You've had my potatoes," and I was like, "What?" And he was like, "You've had my potato." I says, "What are you on about?" He says, "You've had one potato." I says, "How long have you been gone for?" He's like, "About 10, 15 minutes." I was like, "Can I mash, boil, peel, and eat a potato in like less than 20 minutes? Like, they take 20 minutes to cook, dude. Like."
He's like, that's how I eat all my potatoes. Of course you can.
It's like, what the fuck, man? Like,
Bubba Gump. Yes, you can eat mashed, fried,
fried shrimp.
all within 15 minutes or less.
Yeah.
For your money back, guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like crap, Lieutenant Dan. No, I don't want this one.
Lieutenant Dan. You got new legs, Lieutenant Dan. Oh, it was having a bit.
I'm gonna tell you, because you're not the only one. Well, that's not true.
What?
But yeah, that shit, like the people you live with, I wish. That's the one thing that sucks about knowing anybody from England, or knowing the people that know these people.
Yeah, so, mate, it's fucking ridiculous.
Is that negativity, that kind of attitude is just disgusting.
Mate,
I
honestly,
don't mean fish in the flour. I'm talking about the fact that you would do that.
oh, I know.
It could be anything like that, but you're doing that shit out of spite. And
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's just, it's like you joined that lobby and, like, you were like, God damn, why is everyone crashing into me? Like, God damn, you British guys, like, and it's like, that's just how people are. Like, they're just cunts.
well, I never like to. What's the point? I don't like to blame everybody for a few cases I personally seen. If you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And like I knew there was plenty of people like what you're just talking about, doing it just for the sake of doing it type shit over there.
Yep.
But I'd been fortunate enough to meet a bunch of people who didn't have that attitude.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got that attitude. Look.
I just thought had a lot more faith, and then I realized it's like, nah, I just got lucky and met
Well, yeah, do you know, there's like
a few that ain't horrible people. You know?
Well, that's the thing. I think the worst thing for me, like, this is why I thought, hang on, I'm gonna stop streaming actually, because I'm not talking about this shit while I'm streaming.